Hello, Tamers, and welcome to the fourth and final round of the Great Legend Bout preliminaries. This time, it's Yellow WarGreymon up against the Darkdramon D-Brigade deck. And Yellow WarGrey has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatch. Koromon evolves into Kudamon, then into Turuyemon, 1 cost. Turnover. Draw. Missimon is hatched. It evolves into Commandramon, and Commandramon is played for 3 cost. Turnover. Turuyemon moves out. At 3 cost, it evolves into Njewumon. When digivolved into, one of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. The only target is Commandramon. Turnover. Commandramon moves out. The Tamer, Izzy, is played from the hand for cost. And on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. If all of them are black, gain 1 memory, then place them back on the top of your deck in any order. Black, black, and black. So I'll put Giga Cannon at the bottom with the 4-cost Commandra on top and the 2-cost on the very top. Since they were all black, +1 memory. Turnover. Draw. Koromon is hatched. At 0 cost, it evolves into Bushiagumon, then into Ankylomon for 2 cost. And now at 3 cost, Njewumon will digivolve into Yellow WarGreymon. Turnover. Missimon is hatched. First, the upper Commandramon attacks with only 1 KDP. Security check. Njewu 6k, it is deleted. But on deletion, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck and play 1 Commandramon from among them at no cost. Place the remaining at the bottom of your deck in any order. And of course, we do know that there is 1 there. So we will play this Commandramon for free. The remaining are sent to the bottom of the deck. Now this Commandramon will attack with 5k DP, security check, 1k on Patamon, it survives. Now the Missimon in the raising area will evolve into Commandramon. And now, to prevent the threat of WarGreymon unleashing its power next turn, the D-Brigade will launch their tactical weapon, Giga Cannon. At 6 cost, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon by 4 stages. And of course, the only target is WarGreymon. It will regress all the way back to Kudamon. Turnover. Draw, and Kilomon moves out. First, Kudamon evolves into the blocker Pidomon for 1 cost. Then Ankylomon evolves into Njewumon for 3 cost. Again, when digivolved, one of Darkdramon's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of their next turn, and the target is the rested Commandramon. Turnover. At the start of the turn, Izzy moves the memory up to 3. Active. And draw. Commandramon moves out and fires. With Missimon's boost, since it is D-Brigade, its DP rises to 6k. Security check. WarGreymon 7k, so it is deleted. Then the other Commandramon with only 5k will fire as well. Check. Bushiagu 3k, trash. And to finish up, Darkdramon deploys 1 Commandramon at 3 cost and another one at 2 cost. Turnover. Koromon is hatched. Now first, WarGreymon plays the option card, Tactical Retreat. At 1 cost, place one of your Digimon face down on top of your security, trashing all of its sources. So at 1 cost, Pidomon will now be sacrificed and placed in security. Which leads to their next move, the option card, Blinding Light. At 0 cost, trash your top security card to gain 2 memory. And of course, we know that it is Pidomon. WarGreymon's memory rises to 3, which means they can now do this. At 3 cost, Njewumon will digivolve into the Dragonic Guardian of Light, WarGreymon, and it is still their turn. And of course, it attacks, aiming for the rested Commandramon. WarGreymon's when attacking ability. Once per turn, by adding the top card from your security to your hand, you can unsuspend its Digimon, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets -6k DP. So by taking the last security, WarGreymon unsuspends and inflicts -6k to this Commandramon, deleting it. Not only that, with Koromon's Inheritable, once per turn when attacking, if your security is 3 or less, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -1k for the turn. The target is this Commandramon. With only 1k, it is deleted as well. But as usual, upon deletion, a 3 roll from the top of the deck, and we already see another one. Commandramon is played for free. Finally, Njewumon's Inheritable. When attacking, if your security is 3 or less, play 1 level 3 or lower yellow Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. And what better rookie to use with this effect Then Lucimon! The Fallen Angel descends. And on play, recovery +1 from the deck. Now WarGreymon's effect connects and Commandramon is defeated. But since WarGreymon has been unsuspended, it goes for another attack on security. In Jewumon's inheritable, it's not once per turn. So guess what else WarGreymon has in his hand? Another copy of Lucimon. And again, recovery +1. Security check. Dark Tyrannomon, 5k, trashed. What a way to turn the tables. Now Koromon evolves into Kudamon. Now the problem is, even though there are only 2 Commandramon left on the D-Brigade's field, they have a lot of Commandramon stacked in the trash. So considering the possibility of their final weapon approaching the next turn, WarGreymon plays the blocker, Pidomon at 6 cost. Lucimon is a very special Digimon that can only digivolve into Digimon with Lucimon in their name, so it cannot become Pidomon. Turn over, draw, Missimon is hatched. It evolves into Commandramon. Now the lower Commandra will attack with only 1k DP. Check. It is Bushiagu with 3k, so it is deleted. But again, Commandramon Gusha. 1, 2, 3. And there we go, it is played. The upper one attacks as well with 3k DP. Check. Pidomon with 5k, so it is deleted as well. And with that, as expected, it is time for the D-Brigade to deploy their final weapon. Darkdramon is played at 13 cost. The memory is at 6, so it moves to 7. However, on play, you may return up to 5 D-Brigade Digimon cards from your trash to the top of your deck in any order. Gain 2 memory for each card returned this way. And with all the firefighting going on since the start of the match, of course there's enough. 5 Commandramons with D-Brigade are returned to the top of the deck. Memory +10, it moves from 7 to 3, and it is still Darkdramon's turn. And as the final clincher, Darkdramon also has Rush, which means it can attack the turn it is played. It goes for the attack, and WarGreymon is forced to block with Pidomon, which is deleted. But it looks like the D-Brigade's rampage is not over just yet. At 6 cost, Darkdramon will go berserk, transcending into the ultimate embodiment of chaos, Chaosmon. It's when Digivolved effect. Unsuspend this Digimon, then this Digimon can attack an opponent's Digimon, even targeting unsuspended targets. So it unsuspends and attacks WarGreymon. In the face of 14k DP, WarGreymon doesn't stand a chance. Chaosmon also has the piercing ability, but there is no more security for it to break. Turn over, draw, and Kudamon moves out. First, Lucimon goes for the security attack. Check! Gotsumon 3k, trashed. The second one does the same. Check! Dark Tyranno with 5k, trashed as well. Now at 1 cost, Kudamon evolves into the blocker, Pidomon. And finally, WarGreymon plays Magnadramon directly from the hand at 11 cost. The memory is at 2, so it moves to 9. And when played, if your security is 3 or less, recovery +2. Has WarGreymon just bought another turn? Turn over. Active, draw, Commandramon moves out. Chaosmon attacks one of the Lucimons with its 14k DP. It is deleted, and with piercing, security check. TK, which is now played for free. And of course, he initiates a security search. Bushiagumon, it is added to the hand, recovery +1. Commandramon follows up with a 5k attack. Final security check for WarGreymon again, and it is Patamon, 1k, trashed. And the final Commandramon takes aim. With Missimon's boost, it is a 4k attacker, but Pidomon blocks, and its attack is repelled. But at this very moment, the hangar at D-Brigade headquarters slides open, deploying another copy of Darkdramon. 13 cost again, the memory is at 9, so it moves to 4. 3 Commandramons will be recruited from the trash, placing them on top of the deck. And with that, memory +6, and with its rush ability, Darkdramon launches an attack. WarGreymon has no active blockers and no remaining security. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winner is Darkdramon and the D-Brigade.